all of these insurgent Democrats, they're going to be on very short leashes because they were put in place because we got tired of the long leash that their predecessors were on. So they're going to be in a position where they need to get in and they need to do things. You and I had this discussion off air. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very much of the guerrilla mentality. And I don't mean GOR, I mean GUER, guerrilla tactics. Bro, we get in and we start holding shit hostage. You do things look, the Tea Party and MAGA laid out a very good playbook. You get in, you become disruptive, and you start holding votes hostage. I don't care what it is. If you don't vote with us, we vote against it. And if the Democrat majority is not big enough, they become a thorn in the side of party leadership. Party leadership eventually has to bend. So what you do is you build that force up. Say you get in, you have 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Those 10 people, you go as a group to one congressperson at a time. And you tell them, we will either be your best friends on legislation or your worst enemy. If you back our votes, we will back you on everything. If you vote against anything of ours, we will be your worst enemy. We'll vote against everything that you have your name on.
Right,
And
right.
you go to the next office and the next office, and eventually you're walking around with 30 Congress people, and now you have a fucking caucus.
And here's the thing, right? I've listened to already Democrats pushing back because
Yes,
that's what they understand, that this is exactly what's happening. But I think they're more or less pushing back not because because they're coming out and they're saying, well, we're capitalists, we're not communists. They're not saying socialism, they're saying communism. Again, these words, they're throwing them out like they're red herrings, like red flags for everybody to be
because in their
fearful of.
generation, they were in their generation. And just so that there's a frame around this for everybody. The reason why these two words are conflated so often is because they believe that communism is the eventual endpoint of socialism, which it's not, right? One is state ownership of all business. The other one is essentially a heavily regulated business environment run, the regulation being run by the state. What we have in America is neither of those. We have government regulation being run by lobbyists who are paid by the companies being regulated.
Like, share, subscribe, folks, and the Cypher podcast. So that's a big thing that I think is going to be popping up over and over again, as we're going to get to see who are these Democrats that are really that are posing as Democrats, but they're really
Mhm.
Republicans. That's the thing I really want to see, and
I
that's
have
going to
a
be
feeling
interesting. Right?
I have a feeling you're going to have a few defectors. Your centrist APAC supported Democrats, I have a feeling more than one of them. The bigger the blue wave, the more of them you will see shedding their Democratic skin to show you the Republicans that they've always been.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.